Hello. It is time for a walkthrough on a deck. This is going to be on the White Sage Tarot. It comes in a little tin, which I love. And this is actually the travel size of it. I bought it at a local metaphysical shop. So, excuse me, I'm going to take drinks every once in a while. The book that comes with it is just a little white book. So not a lot to it, but there is a little more info. So, like, for example, the Two of Cups says, upright bond union. Two cups pour together and unite just as true love melds two hearts. You may feel a deep love connection with another. Practice the art of finding a balance through some give and take. Reverse, loss of self, relationship imbalance. The Two of Cups reversed warns you to be sensitive of all your connections and be aware if you start to lose your sense of self. And then also, the author gives the chakra that the card is associated with. So in this case, it says it's the heart center. So it's a little white book, but it actually has quite a bit in it. There's a couple of, the fun extra cards. This one is all about the chakras. Well, they both are, really. So this one is just a quick explanation of each chakra. And it even has the mantra for each one. And then this is actually a spread with the chakras that they suggest. So, interesting. I've never tried to do a reading based on the chakras, but I actually think that would be really cool. Alright. A lovely tin, like I said. I love it when a deck comes in a tin. And I actually like the fact that I have the travel size of this. I had seen this deck on Etsy quite a while back and never got it. So I was really happy when I saw it at the local store, and even happier because it was travel size, which also means it was cheaper. So let's get started. There's nothing special in terms of, like, the deck didn't change any suits or anything like that. They're all the same. Your cups, wands, pentacles, and swords. So let's look through. So for the Fool, we have an adorable little dog carrying a stick. So cute. The back of the cards you can see is like a basket weave design. The Magician, we have a feather and an eye. I hope the camera is able to see these clearly, because I can't see my camera right now. The High Priestess is a calico kitty, which I thought was pretty cool. I have a tortoiseshell cat, and that's like a sub group of calico. So I have a soft spot for that. The Empress is this cute little seal or sea lion, I'm not sure, wearing a crown. I thought that was cute. And then the Emperor is a walrus wearing a crown. The Hierophant is a deer sleeping with a key. The Lovers are seahorses. I love that because I love seahorses. The cardstock is very smooth. It is easy to shuffle these. They can get away from you just a little bit. It's not too bad though. I've certainly had decks that are worse at, falling out of your hands. But it's a nice smooth cardstock. Feels good. The Chariot, 2 horses. Strength, polar bear. The Hermit is adorable. It's a sloth in a hoodie. How do you not love that? And he's hanging onto a little branch. Now, this threw me off. There's actually some cards in this deck that aren't nature. They're mythological. So this is Anubis, I believe. I'm happy about that because I love the Egyptian mythology, and Anubis is one of my guides, as is Bast. So this is Anubis for the Wheel of Fortune. And then for justice is the scales that Anubis uses to weigh the dead's heart versus a feather. And if your heart weighs less than a feather, then you get to go on into the fun place. And if it doesn't, well, you don't get to do that. Good luck. The Hanged Man is a caterpillar. I really like that because, I mean, that's what they do, literally. They make a cocoon and hang from whatever it is they're doing. Death. I like this. It's kind of like a tunnel, like that that thing that people, when, you know, they almost experience death, will say there was a tunnel and a light at the end of it. Or there's also the saying, because it's a train coming. But anyway, it's a tunnel, a light coming at the end. Which is good for death, I feel, because death is just a rebirth. Temperance, we have a pretty blue butterfly. Very pretty. The Devil, I love this snake. He's so pretty and green. The Tower is a tower falling over, as you would expect. It works. The Star looks like white sage to me that's burning. There is controversy surrounding using white sage. I'm not advocating of it. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying it's in this picture. Alright? The Star. The Moon, we go back to Egyptian. I think that's Horus. I could be wrong though, because details are so hard for my memory these days with my brain fog. But there's the Moon. And the Sun is a beetle, which is also, this is still one of the Egyptian cards. Judgment is a light bulb, which I found interesting too, because this deck is so nature-based. But, you know, if you want to make a judgment, you need to know everything, so you need the light. The World is an acorn. I found that kind of fun. Alright, now we're to Pentacles. So for the rest of these, I'm going to flip through fairly quickly because the minor arcana are basically pip cards. They're the suits, not the suits. What are I can't think of the word. Your page, knight, king, queen. Face cards. They are face cards. They have them on there. So, in the Pentacles, they are represented by sand dollars. So, as you go, you know, the Ace of Pentacles is one pentacle, the 2 is 2. So, I'm just going to kind of flip through them here for you. There's the 4. I like that these are half buried in the sand because of what the 4 of Pentacles means. The 5, I like that it actually is a broken one because that makes sense for what the 5 of Pentacles does. So there's a little bit of symbolism in these two. But for the most part, they're kind of just pip cards. The 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright. Now, the Pentacles face cards are elephants, which is fun. My mom loves elephants. So we have the Page, the Knight. I love that the Knight is actually wearing a knight helmet as an elephant. The Queen of Pentacles I love, and she's got, you know, a friend with her too. I don't know if that's one of her babies or what, but love it nonetheless. And then the King of Pentacles, a very zoomed in elephant. Now we are to swords. And on swords, swords represent swords. So there's not as much nature in the sword deck, I feel. I am sorry, I just realized my phone's shaking when I'm moving. Sorry. Ace of Swords, the 2, the 3, 4, 5, the 6, the 7, 8, 9, and 10. So in the swords, the face cards are represented by big cats. So there's the Page, That is either a baby cougar or it might be like a bobcat. Not a bobcat. There's something else I'm thinking of. Either way, the Knight of Swords. The Queen of Swords is definitely a cougar, mountain lion. And then the King of Swords appears to be a leopard. So that is all the swords. For the cups, we again have cups. So the ace is a fun little latte with a design. The 2, the 3, the 4. You okay, babe? My husband was coughing. No, I will not edit that out. I'm not editing anything else. I'm sorry, I love you guys, but I'm not editing anything today. 5 of cups. The 6. The 7 is actually over a sand dollar, which I find interesting. The 8. Oh no, it's not a sand. Oh, and they're all together, it kind of looks like it, but they're actually all teacups. And these are the handles. Oh, interesting. The 8 of cups. The 9 of cups. I love how we're getting a little bit of rainbow in there. And the 10 of cups. And then the face cards are otters, and otters are so adorable. There's the page. The knight, again, he's wearing a knight helmet. The queen. And the king. And then last we have the wands. In this deck, wands are represented by cotton, actually. A stick with all the little cotton buds on it. So, there's the ace, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5. Hang on one second. Hi, Star. You just checking things out? Oh, hang on, we have another visitor. We have Loki now, one of the new babies. Nice, sweetie. You want to see what Mama's doing? You done with me now? Okay. So, 6 of wands, 7 of wands, 8 of wands, 9, and 10. And the wands is represented by falcons or eagles. They're all like big bird of prey type things. So, the page, the knight, again, wearing a knight's helmet, the queen, and the king. The Queen of Wands is also what she uses for the top. I said she, I'm not sure. I don't know if the author's male or female or non-binary. Sorry about that. So, that is the deck. I love it. I've done several draws with it. I did one just today. Let me tell you, I sorted this deck out for the video, and then I ended up doing a reading with them. So then I had to put it all back in order again. So, that is the White Sage Tarot by Teresa Hutch. I know you can find it on Etsy. Beyond that, I do not know. Thanks for joining me, and have a magical day.